This recording is addressed to Richard Price. Oh? It's been only a few hours, I know, Richard, but yes, it's me, Christopher. We need to speak. Unfortunately, I cannot meet with you tonight. It's mine and Melina's anniversary, you know, and with the baby on the way, I'd hate to sour her mood any further than it is. She's stressed enough. We've named him Jack, and he is to be the successor. Next in line, potentially better than I. I hope that's the case anyway. But we need to come up with a plan in the interim. This thing that we've been made aware of, it's not just covering our city. It will cover the world if we don't do something about it. And I have reason to believe that it can stretch further than our world, further than worlds beyond ours, further than anything we've ever seen, further than we can travel. It's dangerous, I know, but we must figure out a way to destroy it, to get rid of it. Because it sounds like madness. It does. But if what Bruce said is true, and the negative is nearing our way, then our city will be the least of our problems, and it will be on our hands when it comes. Are you ready, my friend? We need to act tactfully. He knows everything about the situation. We need to listen to his directions and follow them. We need to save this planet, this city. Because for now, it seems to be the only thing we can do.
Fuck that noise, Chris. You know we were fucked once we got into this then. You serious? We think we can take on not only something that we don't know the size of, we don't know the age of, but this thing's been around since what, he said like the dawn of time or some shit. I don't know, man. Seems a bit fishy to me. Maybe we should get out of here while we still can.
Richard, my friend, you've been a negative Nancy for far too long. Maybe we should have faith in our new friend. He knows what he's doing. And if his information is correct, he knows how to beat this thing. Why shouldn't we roll with those kinds of punches while we can, instead of getting more negative ones inflicted upon us?
Because maybe, and I don't know, maybe this is just a hunch, but maybe the ones that we're rolling with now could lead to the ones later on. I'm serious. Chris, this isn't a good idea. I think, personally, we should get out of here. This isn't something we have to deal with. This isn't in our affairs. This is his. If this interdimensional shit is gonna interfere with us, then we'll deal with it. But if it's not, get me the fuck out of this place. Nah. Space? No, sorry. I ain't fly with that. No, sir.
Richard, what did we do when we swore you in? What did you swear upon your life that you would do?
Are you fucking shitting me right now? You're gonna pull this one? Man. You're a real douchebag, you know that. This isn't our problem. This isn't something that has to do with our city. Not even our world at this point. You're not seeing the big picture here. This negative, whatever the fuck it is, it's Bruce's problem. Let him deal with it. Not us. We're just guys. We're regular Joes. Man. You are one stuck son of a bitch on this thing. It's time to let it go. Let it pass. Call Bruce off. Call this whole thing off. I don't want to deal with this.
And the homeless don't want to be homeless. The unemployed want to be employed. But they aren't. What this seeks to achieve is that hope for all of them. It's to make sure that they get their desires, they get their wishes fulfilled. Don't you see that?
No, I fucking don't. Because this is a suicide mission, dude. Chris, you don't understand. We don't have to deal with this. You're being too nice. This thing, he said it might not even come in our lifetime. It's a possibility, not a guaranteed fact. We could avoid this. We could live out the rest of our lives as just guys with families and futures, but you have to make that choice. I am out of here. I don't want to see you die because you were too stupid to realize it. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than anything that we've ever seen. Please, Christopher. I'm your friend. I have been for a long time. But I don't want to see you lose. I want to see you get out of this alive. I want to see you win. I want to see you have time with your kid. You're risking your life and your wife is with child. I want to see you and that kid grow up. I want to see his face at birthday parties. I want you to have a good life with him, Chris. Please.
Sorry I'm late, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, you're real sorry, aren't you, dick? You roped my friend into this shit. He shouldn't be here. Neither of us should.
Well, at least Christopher decided not to be a fucking coward. Alright, we have things to deal with here. So, if you're gonna throw a hissy fit, get out. We need heroes. We don't need cowards and whiners and quitters. So if you want to be one, then I suggest you leave. Gentlemen, we need not fight over this. Bruce, if it weren't for the current circumstances, I'd say it's a pleasure to see you. But we need to get moving, correct? Before we do, though, we should get you two introduced to the other guy who's helping us with this.
And who the fuck is that? Better be a lawyer of mine, because I'm not trusting you, asshole.
I've elected to ignore that comment and all negative ones going forward, because this, gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Leonard Chappell.
I appreciate the introduction, Mr. Daylight, but I think I can handle myself. It is a pleasure to meet both of you, Richard Price, Christopher Walker. My name is Leonard Chappell, leader of Mandea Industries. I reckon we'll work together well, so long as focus on this thing, this negative, is our top priority.
I reckon my top priority is gonna be kicking both your asses when we're done with this. roping my friend, roping me into this. It's despicable. It shouldn't have happened this way.
I do agree that it should not have happened this way. We should have met under much more pleasant circumstances. With what the negative on the way, though, I have a feeling we should continue with operations going forward. Mr. Daylight, you said you had a plan for us to work together? Well, seeing as we're across time and space, I'd reckon it'd be a good fucking plan.
Oh, hold on. Across time and space. Bruce, care to explain?
Yeah, care to explain, you fucking dick? What is that supposed to mean?
Richard, shut up. No. He has every right to know. Leonard here is from not just another planet, not just outer across the galaxy. He's in not even this universe.
Well, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It appears that I'm in another multiverse than you two. You two may know of only your multiverse, where several timelines take place between you and every other person you meet. All of those timelines fit into one single unit. That is your multiverse. And you know, you can exist throughout that all your life, not knowing of the others, but I am in another reality, where things are different, where things are special, different circumstances, different people, different ways of thinking. I have technologies that you probably wouldn't even hear of in your lifetimes, maybe even your entire multiverse existence. You have technologies that I may not know of, and that is why Bruce has brought us together.
Precisely. Thank you for breaking that down. So, gentlemen, we're going to work together to take this thing down, but I need your full cooperation. If we can't take the negative down, it could be catastrophic, not just to multiverses, to everything. Not just you two are affected here. It's everything. Existence as we know it has been threatened by this thing.
Well, how do we know that we're not just helping it? Yeah, look at me, asking the real fucking questions again. How do we know that you're not helping the negative, whatever it is, take down universes and multiverses and all that kind of shit?
Because I locked it away several years ago, more than you'd care to admit. I've been around longer than you three can possibly fathom. I have faced the negative before. I know what it does. So please listen to me when I say that I am not helping it. I will never attempt to help it.
Well, how the fuck do we know that for sure, asshole? How do we know that you're not tricking us?
Ah, yes. Mr. Daylight, I do have to ask. How did you capture it before? You say it was locked away. Who opened it? How? And how do we put it back?
I told you, all three of you, we need your combined efforts to make it happen. I'm not sure this will even work, but before you say anything, I know that this is my responsibility, and that you three shouldn't have anything to deal with it. You shouldn't. And I'm sorry for bringing this on you. But out of what I've been told, you three are linked. Somehow, in some way, you're linked. And that somehow, the link that you share will be able to defeat the negative. I don't know how it's possible, but I'm going to trust that information. I got it from someone special.
And who might the special person be? We don't know you. We don't know your past. We don't know anything about you, except that your name is Bruce, you came from a long fucking time ago, and that... This is ridiculous. I am leaving.
Mr. Price, I advise you take a seat. We are not done here, and we need your help. Mr. Daylight said that we need all of us, all of our cooperation. Whether you want to leave after this project is done is up to you. But we need your assistance. You're the one with the skills. You're the one who makes the blueprints. Don't you remember that?
I do, but I'm not sure I want to do it anymore. This negative, it's beyond all of our comprehension. It's beyond anything I've ever thought was possible before. You shitting me? Dealing with a multi-universal threat? That is ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Get someone else. No, this is not my job. This is not my responsibility. Find someone else.
Richard, please. You heard what Mr. Chappell said. This can't be done unless we are all involved. Bruce chose us specifically because we have a combined skill set. I don't know what Mr. Chappell has on his side, but I know what I do. I have the money and resources. Chappell, assuming that his company is wealthy enough, has the technological advances needed for this project. You are the one who needs to build the schematics. You're the brains of this operation. Please, please, stand by me. Don't do it for these other two. Stand by me and our friendship and our families. And we can do this. We can succeed. We will get rid of the negative. We will win. And we can go back to our lives like nothing ever happened. Please, just trust me.
Okay. But just know this, Walker. You got a kid on the line. You got a wife on the line. If we fail at this, you don't only owe it to me and my husband. You owe it to them, to your family, to never come home, to be the father that wasted his life away because he was too stupid to see the bigger picture. You got that? You owe it to them. To everyone in this city. Only if you recognize that here and now will I continue on this. You got that? You owe it to them. You owe it to me to acknowledge this before things go south.
Of course I know. You think I haven't thought about it? My son isn't even born yet. My wife is alone. All of the time. And now more than ever she will be. You think I don't think of them? I think about them every minute. And I will. I know the consequences if things go wrong. Richard, I'm doing this because I believe there can be something better. So please, trust in me. Trust in the hope that it will be better. Okay?
Okay. Where do we start, Mr. Daylight?
I'm glad you asked, Richard, because we are going to need to pull all of our resources, all of our efforts into making this project be as successful and clean and polished as possible. But there is something I have to say to you all. I thank you for stepping up and agreeing to do this. This isn't something easy. facing something that is not only of celestial origins, as all three of you know, but something as old as this is and as powerful as it is would be a daunting task for anyone. So, I just want to thank you, all three of you, for agreeing to do this. I wouldn't dare have a better, more competent, more reliable team, even if one of you doesn't necessarily trust me.
Well then, how about this? You give me reasons to trust you, I'll trust you. I'll admit, you haven't given me much so far. A little bit of a room for improvement there, pal.
Thanks for the critique. Alright, Leonard, what do you got for us?
Alrighty then, down to business. Thank God, it's about time. The negative, at its current state, is a collection of antimatter particles that are heading to worlds and destroying them. We need to find a way not only to slow it down, but to potentially capture it once again. So, my suggestion here, going forward, is that you, Mr. Price, find out a way that we can capture particles of that nature. Now, Walker, I'm gonna need you to pull money and resources together, potentially from the townsfolk of your city, potentially from all across the world. You'll need to contact leaders if you can. Mr. Daylight has already informed me that we are allowed to do it with scrutiny, of course. And my company will proudly assist in whatever it needs to do. Scientific measures, monetary measures, even. You need resources, we got them here. Now, I will be on standby until you three need anything else. Is that all, Mr. Daylight?
Yes, Leonard, that'll be all.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, I'll try to get blueprints created for something tonight. I'll try my best, for better or for worse. Daylight, is there anything else you can tell me about this thing so I can make my machines easier? The blueprints, at least.
What I can tell you about it is that it's not just a collection of particles. It is, in a way, sentient. So, try and find something with that. Maybe something about the physicality of it. It's not exactly particles. More so, think about it as skin cells strung up together in a cloud of destruction.
That is a much better description than I can work with. Thank you. Thank you. It's also a very weird one, but I'll try to keep that in mind from now on. Everything's gonna be fucking weird. Alright, I will see you two gentlemen tomorrow. We can probably begin then. Have a good night.
Walker, I wanted to let you know that I'm very, very thankful for your compliance to this project, and for getting Richard back into it. I wouldn't be able to complete this without you. Seriously, I wouldn't. From what I've been told, you are the most prominent of the three key figures. Your connection to the negative and to the memories, the guardian, the role that I spoke of, you're the most connected to them. And I believe that with enough effort, trial and error, we can beat this thing. I hope so. I do. But you heard what Richard said. Now listen to me. We have an opportunity to help people. But if it does not work, you will not like
what I bring forth to the table. You will not like me in that instance. Do you hear me? I do. I absolutely hear you. And that is just a risk that I'm willing to take. I'm risking enough at this point. What's a little bit more?
Welcome back, Dr. Richard Price.
My name isn't Richard Price. I'm someone else. Alright. What are you up to, Doctor? Oh, I see. A new plan. For what exactly? Interdimensional capture device, eh? Well, if that doesn't sound fishy as shit, then I don't even know what does. You were always the easy of us to follow. So simple. But what exactly is this thing? Tell me, computer, come on. Built to sustain and measure the magical capabilities of interdimensional devices. Object in question, codenamed the Negative. Well, Dr. Richardson, thank you for this information. I'll be sure to spread it to the dawn. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Oh? And who's this? Christopher, of course, he always works with him. And Bruce Daylight. Alright then, let's pack this up.
Tomorrow we begin progress. I hope this works. I hope it does. We've been preparing for so long. And now, it's time we achieve that goal. I just hope it's for the better of everything. What the hell?
Welcome, Mr. Walker. Christopher, was it? I'm sorry, it's hard to keep track of all the names these days.
What the hell is this place? Why is everything white? I was just in my home. It was raining and... Who are you?
Someone who just wants to have a talk, Mr. Walker. Please, I invite you to calm down and sit down. There's a chair right there. Well, now there's a chair right there. I'd like to have a conversation with you, if that's all right.
No, it's not all right. I don't even know who you are or what this place is. Tell me and then I might.
Well, Mr. Walker, my name is Percy, and I would like to indulge you in a few things. I know that Bruce came to you, talking about the negative.
You know Bruce. How?
Let's just say we've known each other for a long time. More intimately than you might believe. But I know that he came to you with the proposition of potentially destroy the negative. I am here to tell you that he is wrong. You will not destroy the negative. You will not even come close. Though, if you are, as I designed you to be, then I suppose it's inevitable that you will try.
What? Designed me to be? What does that mean? Who are you?
I told you already, Mr. Walker. My name is Percy. But I suppose that isn't the real question you should be asking me. Try to figure it out. Observe your surroundings. Observe everything in this space. Observe me. You will come to your conclusion.
Well, this space doesn't exactly look natural. It's a hollow, white void, yes?
That is correct, Mr. Walker. You have that.
So I suppose, given the situation and the nature of your ability to create chairs and objects at will, I suppose the question isn't who are you? What are you?
Very astute, Mr. Walker.
I
am a visionary. I am someone who wouldn't regularly show their face, especially to people like you. Even to people like Bruce, I don't show myself very often. And Bruce is one of the more special of the entities that lie within this oververse. I am a creator. Yet, at the same time, you can tell Bruce that he is correct. I am a destroyer as well. I'm someone whose loneliness has brought about a great deal of darkness, and you can tell him that I am greatly sorry for the effects they've had, not only on him, but the effects they will have on you.
What is that supposed to mean? Just give me answers instead of feeding me riddles. Tell me who you are, Percy.
Oh, apologies. I'm afraid that's all the time we have for now. I will see you again, Christopher Walker. But not here. Not now. It will be a long time before we see each other again, but rest assured, I will see you again. Now, apologies, but I must leave you now. You may return to whence you came.
Wait. If you're who I think you are, does any of this have purpose? You said it wouldn't work. Our quest to capture the negative. You say it won't work, but should we carry on? Potentially with belief that it might work.
It's what you mortals do, after all. I'm not one to say whether the hope you have will make a difference. But something tells me that the difference that you make
could potentially change what will happen next, Mr. Walker. I will see you in the end. And you can tell Bruce, Richard, and Leonard, along with keeping this information to yourself, that I am sorry. I am sorry for what is happening now, and I'm sorry for everything that will happen. Good day, Christopher Walker.
What are you still doing up?
Oh. Sorry, Melina.
You're still thinking about it, aren't you?
Yes, I am. What I'm doing isn't going to be safe. It's not something that there's a surefire way to get out of. I'm scared, Melina, but not for me. For you.
We still have 5 months. I'll be okay for the time being. I know what you're doing is for the best.
I hope so. Unfortunately, for at least a while, tonight will be the last we see of each other. I love you, Melina. I promise I will come back. No matter what.
I'll see you when you return. Good night and farewell.
I just hope that, in the end, we've thought of everything. Richard, do you have it ready?
Yeah, I got it. If everything has worked as it should, this thing activates when the negative is within our galaxy vicinity. It should work. Whatever energy is within it should come down to here for you, Bruce, to take care of.
And you've made the necessary calculations for this to be true. We don't get a second chance at this, gentlemen. We need to be absolutely sure of everything.
Yeah, I am absolutely sure. This thing should work. But the only way to test it is trial by fire. That's the problem here. We're not gonna get a chance like this ever. Not until the negative actually gets here. But I'm certain of this. This thing works.
I can't believe it. It's taken us only 2 months. I thought it would honestly take longer than this. But we've done it. This machine, I've calculated its energy. If we do this right, this should work. I just want to thank all of you for this. It's amazing how much work has been done these last 2 months. I'm grateful to all 3 of you for what you've done here.
What the hell? Do you hear something?
Oh shit, get down!
Well. If it ain't Christopher Walker and Richard Price. And then there's you. I'm not familiar with you.
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on here?
Arthur, what the fuck is this? You got a fucking military now? What are you doing? Trying to put you out of business. I saw those files. I saw what the fuck this thing is. Can't you tell me? One friend to another. What is this thing? What's it made for? And why are you keeping it so secret?
Again, tell me what the fuck is going on here before I blow every one of your fucking heads off. Please, test me right now. You'll regret it.
Arthur Scarlatina. He's, an old colleague of mine. And we're not friends, Arthur. Not since you stabbed me in the back and stole one of my inventions. Collateral damage for a better project than you could have come up with. I didn't just steal your project. I, extended its reach. I improved upon it. Now, tell me about this thing. This, negativity capturing device. Why? What is negativity? What's it made for? Why are you making it such a secret? Why pull funds from every organization on the planet just to make this thing a reality? What's this thing trying to do? Yeah, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Let's just leave it at that.
Now, gentlemen, I'm sure we can resolve this conflict peacefully. Now, Arthur, was it? I understand that you took the effort to put an entire militia team together, but I advise you put down your guns. Shooting at this thing and us is not something I recommend.
Why? Got a failsafe attached to it? Something that'll kill us if we shoot at it?
And the fact that, you won't be able to, cause in an instant, I could snap my fingers, blow all your fucking heads off. Again, put down your guns!
And none of us wanted to come to that. So I suggest you do as Mr. Daylight has said.
I'll take my chances. Ready, men? Prepare to fire. Arthur, no! You don't want to do this! Stop! Everybody, stop! Please! You'll regret it! 3.
We're to gotta blow all your fucking heads off!
2.
Can't you see it? We're so close, just let us do our job! Fire!
What the bloody hell is that?
That, Mr. Scarlatina, is a defense shield. You can't get through it unless you happen to have military-grade weapons or something. Alright, come on, gentlemen. Let's get this thing started up.
Alright, boys. Get it.
What? Excuse me? Did you not hear what I just said? You'd have to have like an anti-tank rifle or some shit to break this shield. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle!
Man, prepare to fire the rifle.
Alright, guys, sorry, we're out of hope here. What the fuck do we do?
Hey man, calm down, I got something. Just gotta go over to the systems for a second here. 3.
Come on, Richard.
2.
Richard, hurry.
1. Done.
Fire!
Is everyone alright? Yes.
Where are we? This place doesn't look very familiar.
It does to me.
Richard, you were awake before us? How?
I've got my ways. But we've got a problem. We're stuck. Guys. We're stuck. And I don't think we can get back.
What do you mean you don't think we can get back? What? How? Why? What does that mean?
Gentlemen, I think...
Bruce, what is it?
I think we may not be in the Oververse anymore.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Where are we then? I don't understand this. I don't understand what you two do. Where are we?
We're in a place called the Underverse, where all lost and forgotten things go after being removed. This shouldn't even be possible. I didn't even think it was possible, but here we are.
Well, how do we get back? We have to find a way.
I'm sorry, Chris. There ain't a better way to say this, but we're stuck. We got nothing this time. I don't think we can get out of this one.
Excuse me? The Underverse. What is that even supposed to mean?
The Underverse is the polar opposite of the Oververse, where we come from. It's a place where nothing can live, where nothing can interact. A place where you can touch, but where you have no feeling. A place where you can see, but with no color. Where you're lost, but can never be found again. We're trapped. I may be a cosmic being of nigh unpossessable power, but this, I can't get us out of this.
Well, this place has inhabitants, doesn't it? We can just find someone, can't we?
No, not now. I don't think so. There's just... This place is hidden. It's cut off from the rest of the Oververse for a reason, guys. We aren't supposed to be here. Whatever your machine did, Richard, it wasn't supposed to. What that thing did, how it brought us here, is unknown to me. But I can tell you for one thing, it wasn't supposed to happen. We shouldn't be here. Because at this point, I don't know what to do. We try to talk to the inhabitants of this place. We could be caught up in something that we have no idea the effects of going forward. Interacting with anything here could lead to billions of deaths up there. We have no choice but to stay. Okay? I'm sorry. But that's the truth. So, we should just make like everything else that lives here. Play dead. Because that's effectively what we are now.
Well, for one, I think we should look for a way out. There's bound to be people here. People who know what's going on. People who know how they were sent here. Maybe they can help us back up. Not everything is without hope, Bruce. Whether you believe that or not.
It's not belief, Walker. It's knowledge. I'm the only one who knows that. I'm the only one who knows the stakes and the problems of us being here. This shouldn't... Travel to this place shouldn't be possible. That's how improbable this is. It shouldn't be at all. The amount of dangers that exist with us being in this place, it's immeasurable.
There is so much that could go wrong with just us three being sent down here. The amount of things that were sent down here purposefully, for reasons that I can't explain to you. But the things that have been sent down here were sent for a reason. And we should not interfere with that. We should lay low. We should lay dead. Because nothing, and I mean nothing, up on the other end deserves the fate that things that are down here can bring. The entities here can cause more pain, more suffering than you can even fathom the entities up there can. The things that have been sent down here to this underverse. You think the negative is terrifying? You think that is a problem? No. Compared to the negative, these things are giants. The negative is but an ant staring at a boot. That is how terrified we should be.
Alright, we get it. This place is bad. Then we should be finding the way to get back up, yeah? If things shouldn't be interfered with down here, then why don't we avoid those things? Why don't we try to find a way out on our own? Using our own devices, our own knowledge. You're a smart guy, Bruce. I've learned that over the past 2 months. You gotta have something up that sleeve of yours.
I do. But I don't think either of you are going to like it. At this point, it doesn't matter what we like. What matters is that we get back. My family, Melina. She's alone up there. She has no idea what's happened. We have to hurry. And besides that, who knows what Scarlatina and his men are doing to our machine by now? We have to hurry. We have to get back, no matter the cost. I know of a place we can go to. It's a certain section of this place that, while I don't want to visit it, it's the only real choice we have. I know someone there, and I think he can get us out of this. Well then, let's be off then. I just hope this plan works. Time is of the essence. You said no one could live in this place. That it's an entire civilization, an entire city. What did you mean? Look around you. These people aren't talking to each other. They're talking to themselves. They've lost their minds down here. They've lost everything that's made them them. Their souls, their very beings, aren't intertwined with each other anymore. They're not whole. They're broken. And it's all because of someone I know. My father.
He was not the most kind to those who didn't respect him. And people down here paid the price.
So who are we gonna see? I mean, you said these people have lost their minds. They don't know what's happening, so who are we visiting? Someone who hasn't completely lost their shit?
In a matter of speaking, yes. Someone who hasn't completely lost their shit. It's someone I knew a long time ago. I didn't know him that well, but he was a crafty individual and he knew how to travel universes and all that. And from what he told me, he should be able to get out of something like this pretty easily. I can try to get some sense into him if we find him. This place is a labyrinth. I mean, anything could be here. Including that.
A tower bursting red energy? What does that mean?
That's a negativity cancellation beacon. That shouldn't exist anymore. My father got rid of those millennia ago.
Excuse me? Millennia, as in thousands of years? Who are you, Bruce? Who is your father?
I don't want to talk about it. I know that somewhere in this city, my friend is here, though. That's what matters. Not my father, of all things. That is not what matters. So, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of how we could get to him. Mr. Daylight, it's been a while since I've seen you. Huh. Hello again, Zadicus. It's been a while. Indeed it has. So, who are your two friends? They weren't here the last time I saw you. Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry. Christopher Walker, Richard Price, meet Zadicus Tempest. He's an old friend of mine and a frequent traveler of universes, even though there were definitely times when he shouldn't have. Need I remind you that you were the one who encouraged me to do so, mate? Alright. It's nice to meet the both of you. As he said, Zadicus Tempest, owner of Reminiscent Industries. Come with me, gentlemen.
And we're supposed to just trust you. Why?
You were sent here by the beam. The machine that you've created using his technology. Leonard's. I know him. Come on, let's not waste time. We need to get you three back up to your world. Because if we don't, things are going to be pretty chaotic. And how are you going to get us back? Bruce said you knew ways of travel, yes? What ways are those? I'd prefer it if you didn't put us back. How we came was fairly painful, I'll have you know. Oh, yeah. The staircase. Anyway, come on. We needn't waste any more time.
Bruce, are you sure we can trust this guy?
I knew him for many years when he was back in the Oververse. I trust him. Although, I will have to say, Zadicus, you've changed quite a bit since I last saw you. 10,000 years sure do go by. Anyway, let's move on. What is this place? This, Christopher Walker, is the main settlement of Reminiscent Industries, the company that I own.
Well, I've never heard of a Reminiscent Industries. Never. Not once. Who exactly are you?
I, Mr. Price, was a first Celestial.
What?
Yes. I resided in the archive, within the empty spoken of in fairy tales. But my methods, as general of the Chaos Archons, grew radical, according to the Brother Sazair. I was stripped not only of my rank and wings, but was cast down here, told to make do. And what I found was nothing short of staggering.
And that was...
You see, in the written scriptures within the archive, it was said that this oververse we reside in is but one of 20 different iterations. The 19th, known as the Dead Zone, where Naught and the Negative were sealed. But the other 18 completely destroyed by the above. I found out that those scriptures lied. Wait, so you mean to tell us that...
Yes!
The previous 18 were not, in fact, destroyed. They were sent here, an abandoned mess of tangled, all too dissimilar realities collided haphazardly together and told to make do, not only intact, but with every entity still alive inside of them. And so I stepped up to create order, control the chaos, do what our Lord above could not.
Alright, yeah, Bruce, I'm sorry, but your dad sounds like kind of a douche.
I've elected to ignore that comment. Zadicus, as much as I'd love to talk and catch up, we need to get back to the Oververse. Not the Negative escaped since you left. The three of us have built a design designed to capture him, and potentially our hope is to put him back. Has he acquired a vessel? Yes, unfortunately one of ours, Nova Rosarik. She gave in to Naught's temptations out of grief, and she appears to be able to bend negativity with ease. She's destroyed entire planet Zadicus. This is the one shot we have before she gets any stronger than she is. Then your plan won't work. At least, not for long. You'll need one of our devices. Since the last time I was in the Oververse, not coming back was apparently a high priority project that we were supposed to cease from happening. And because of that, I knew he would come back, at least somehow, whether from some idiot trying to disregard their orders or something along those lines. It's how it happened, yeah? Yes, but not from someone anyone else would expect. Zadicus, it was Marcus. One of the... Oh... That is rich! One of the brothers Salzair released Naught and the Negative. Ha! How convenient is that? Let me guess. Because Caesius, the pacifist that he was, wouldn't allow Marcus to go forward with the Archon project, more forward than he did with Deliverance, right? Oh my god. It's so convenient, really? It's like a cycle. Your father, the above, stopped not from taking away his responsibilities, and he went too far with them, except this time it's reversed. Marcus wanted to go too far. And Caesius blatantly disregarded his feelings and ignored him. Don't you see, Bruce? It's a vicious, endless cycle. And I was the only one who realized it. I was going to be the one who took things further. I could have broken it. And that is why I've prepared. The energy in this place, you know what it is? It's anti-negativity. I have come up with a formula for energy that depletes negativity as soon as it enters. Any given space that has this stuff, negativity is destroyed, instantly annihilated. Now, think of what that could be like up there. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You want to destroy Not. I don't. I don't want to kill my brother. I want to help him. I can't kill him, Zadicus. Locking him away is the only way for this to end. Then I suppose we're at an impasse then. You can't get back up without my help. But our goals don't intertwine. So, here is my ultimatum. You go back up there. You go free. But not only are you going to take me with you, but if it comes to it, you kill him. You don't try to save him if it comes to it. You don't try to save him under any circumstances. You kill him. He's caused enough damage already, you said it yourself. He's destroyed planets. He destroyed the last oververse, leaving only one island left. You saw his fury. It's untethered. It can't be stopped. So, that's my compromise. You want to go back up? You kill him. Zadicus, I will not kill my own brother.
I'll do it. Yeah, you heard me. Bruce, you don't have to. Give the device to me, Zadicus. I'll put an end to this bastard.
You sure about this, mate? Don't want to see this end peacefully?
Peace isn't what I signed up for. I signed up to keep my friends safe. And that's what I'm gonna do. Now here's what's gonna happen. Bruce, we go back up there. We turn our machine on, whatever we gotta do. You get Not here. I'll give you one chance. One. To try and talk him out of this. To calm him down so that we can try to end this peacefully. But if that doesn't work, you know what's gonna happen. You know what has to happen. I'll kill him. Because I want this to be over. I want to get my life and Chris's life back on track. And if it means killing someone, then I'm fully prepared to make that happen.
Okay. 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 Yeah. That's fair. I understand. So, Zadicus, how do we get out of here? Well, didn't I already tell you guys? You take the staircase. I'll show you. That is a very big staircase. Yes, it is, Mr. Daylight. That is the staircase back to the Oververse, but no one ever tries to go up. Well, why not? Surely a staircase can't be that dangerous, can it? Because every staircase has a door at the very top of it. And those doors can lead anywhere.
What on earth do you mean? They could lead anywhere. That doesn't make sense. We're trapped down here. But the first door we go to leads anywhere? What? How does that work?
It's not exactly what I meant. What I meant is that these doors, the first one you go to, will trap all three of you in a separate room from each other. And there, you will be faced with someone meaningful to you. Whether that be a loved one, someone who's deceased, or someone who exists in your future. It's all dependent on the road you take going forward from here. This figure will challenge you. Try and figure out your motivations. See if you're truly up to the task of going back to the Oververse, because if you're not, well, you'll be sent immediately back.
Why does that matter? We all know our motivations. We know how clear they are. I think that's just a whole fucking waste of time, if you ask me.
That's not the point, Richard. I think I know. Most who go back up to the Oververse just want to go back. They don't actually have a reason. And so they're chosen as unworthy, correct? That leads them right back here. Because without a reason, the Oververse itself won't let them back. They were sent down here for a reason. And so without another good counter reason, it just won't work.
Then I suppose all we have to be is honest and confident with whoever the figure that approaches us will be. You said it could be anyone. Yes, Zadicus? Anyone from a past, present, or future?
Not exactly. Someone who has a connection to you. Not someone you'll definitively meet, but someone whose life is, in a way, intertwined with yours. It's complicated, to say the least, but you have the general gist there.
Alrighty then. I suppose we start climbing those stairs. It's a long way up, and who knows where the first door is.
Agreed. Let's start climbing.
Now hold on, just a minute.
I need to talk to this man. Richard, come with me for just a moment, will you?
Okay. Bit of a strange request, I'll be honest.
Bruce, this has to work. I can't imagine what the situation up there is now. I've heard of Arthur Scarlatina before. He wasn't exactly the most kind-hearted of people. Not exactly the brightest in terms of how he handles his passion. Our machine could very well be destroyed up there.
Really? Walker, do you think I just put one defense mechanism on that thing? That's funny. I've got several. Even if Arthur tried, he wouldn't get through that thing within the next 1,000 years.
Alright, we're ready. Gentlemen, let's move.
Remember one thing that I told you. You have to be completely confident and honest with the figures that you're going up against. This isn't going to be easy for any of you, I don't think. You could run into people you've never met before, or you could meet people that you love. Whatever this thing is, it'll try to attack you. It'll try to bring you down, but that's why you need to be confident and honest with yourself. Because that is what's going to help you out. It's what's going to help you win. Good luck.
One more thing before we leave, Zadicus. If I might ask, why haven't you tried to go through?
You see, mate, that's the thing. I already have. I've tried to go through tens of hundreds of times. Hasn't worked for me. I just hope you have different luck.
Thank you, Zadicus Tempest. And I hope that someday we will meet again.
Mate, it would be a pleasure. But seeing where I am, I do have my doubts.
So, are we just gonna stand here or walk through the door? Guys, come on. It's right in fucking front of us. Let's just go through already.
Well, forgive us if we're a bit skeptical to walk through it. Sure, we're confident in our knowledge of what we're doing here, but you heard Zadicus. We're not sure what's gonna happen if we walk through that thing. None of us are.
Well, why not just take the shot? It's right there. 5 feet. Not even. Go. Vamos. Go on ahead.
Well then, if you're so confident, why don't you go on ahead first?
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem with that? Yeah, I'll go first. You guys sure you don't want to come with me or something?
Oh no, we're enjoying this one far too much.
All right. Hello?
Oh, nope, nope. Not trusting that. Bad juju. He just fell in. What the fuck, Christopher?
Fuck. That hurt. That fucking hurt. What? How the hell are you here?
Well, hello there, dear Richard. I figured you'd be here eventually.
So, you're the one who's gonna try to talk me out of this, I guess. I don't know about you, Ethan, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities here.
Imagine thinking that this'll work. I have half a mind to take off the ring just for that stupidity.
What the hell do you mean stupidity, Ethan? I know this isn't you, but I know that the you in here isn't the real one. So why would you say that?
You know what I mean. It's even in your name. It should have been clear to you by now. Especially at this point.
What do you mean it's in my fucking name? How is that supposed to make sense? To either of us, huh? How? Tell me, how does that make sense?
Every single player in this game will pay a toll. Every combatant in this battle will pay a toll. But of them all, you'll be the one paying the richer price. It was all laid out for you. You just chose not to see it.
No, I chose to believe in something, damn it. I chose to believe that my friend would keep his word. I chose to believe that someone I know nothing about could actually be good to me for something. You believed in me, Ethan. That's why I don't believe this shit. I'm confident in my abilities.
What do you even hope to gain from this? Recognition?
Fortune? Power? What could possibly entice you so much to lead you down the path of intentional suicide?
A better world, damn it! I hope there's something better on the other side of this carnage. That's what I hope to gain. A better life. A better reality for a friend whose son is about to be born. For his wife who's sitting all alone in her house, worried and filled with anxiety. A better life for my husband, who's sitting at home feeling the same. That's what I hope to gain from this. A better life, a better existence, not just for me or my friend, but for everybody. That is what I hope to gain. It's not what I hope to gain. It's the hope that others can gain something.
Then, I do suppose we all carve out our own way.
Melina.
Welcome, Christopher. I knew you'd end up here eventually.
So you're the one who's here to encounter me. Well, I'm confident in what I'm here to do. I know what needs to be done, so you can go away.
I can't imagine why you think this is going to work. It was a suicide mission from the start!
A suicide mission, maybe. But this is something that only I can do. Only Richard, and Bruce, and Leonard, and I can do. Only we can. That's why we're trying. Because we believe that maybe something can be done. Maybe something can be made better out of it. What I have done here, I have done for you, Melina, and for our family.
You have done nothing for us! Leaving me, unborn child, alone, and for what? A goal that you don't even think can work?
I do think it can work, damn it. Alright? I do. I have belief in my friends. I have belief in Bruce. I have belief in all of us that we can do this, Melina.
I know you, Christopher. You're an optimist, sure, but you're also a realist. You knew this mission was damned from the moment it started, but what did you do? You stormed into it thinking you could subvert those expectations. Change it all for the better. But now, what has it cost you?
Nothing yet. It hasn't cost me anything yet. And I will refuse to let it do so. I will save our family. I will save you. And I will save Richard. I will save Bruce. I will save Leonard. And everyone else in this goddamn oververse. You hear me? I will get back up to you, and I will save everyone. Because that is what I am meant to do.
Then I do suppose we all have to carve out our own way.
I will save them. I have to. I have to.
Oh, fuck, that was a hard landing. Oh, man. So, who is here to Who the hell are you? Oh, yes, you don't know me yet. I'm someone you're looking for. Someone close. And yet, so far out of your reach, you decided to get 3 other people because you couldn't find me. It's you, the guardian of memories.
How is this possible? This is amazing. What's your name? Who are you? Where are you? Oh my God, I've been looking for you for so long. This is amazing. Where are you? Tell me where I can find you. I'll get back up there as soon as possible.
I don't think it's that simple, Mr. Daylight. I know you, but you don't know me. Not yet. Not in this moment. You will in the future, though. You'll find me. Eventually, rest assured. I can only tell you my name. But trust me, it's a pretty common one.
That's all I need to know. Just tell me your name. Oh my God. This is, trust me, with what you can provide, this is a surreal moment for me.
Samuel Barrington. I don't know where I am currently in terms of your timeline, but I do exist. At least I should. Otherwise, I wouldn't be appearing to you in this form. So, what is it you're hoping to achieve?
I mean, the thing that I've always tried to do. Put Not back. Or at least not kill him. I never want to do that. He's my brother. Best case scenario, I want to help him. Worst, he goes back.
And what if you can't do either? What if there comes a day when you're faced with naught? Eyes locked, bodies prepared for battle. And you are the one who doesn't get out unscathed. You're the one who suffers a loss. What if you're the one, in the end, who's defeated?
That won't happen. I've defeated him once. I can do it plenty of times over. I mean, hell, I control the entire expanse of all planets in the Oververse at one point. And I handled that easily. What's one little brother?
One little brother. Well, I suppose that's one way to say family.
You?
Spare me the pleasantries, son. Just call me Percy.
I have half a mind not to call you anything. Where have you been? The entire Oververse has been in shambles because of you. You left. You left all of us to fend for ourselves with no guidance. And because of you, Nart is gone. What were you thinking? How could you just leave?
I did what was necessary for our survival, son. For my survival. You think that these Oververses were the first? No. There is so much more to time and space and existence than you even know about. You are but one of many insignificant children that I have placed under watch of an Oververse. I am so much more than you will ever be. To me, you are nothing.
Oh, don't I just know that to be the truth? Because you left! You left me! You left not! How could you do that to your own fucking children? When they needed you the most, when I needed you the most! How could you justify that? How could you possibly justify leaving your own children, your own sons, when they needed you the most, when one of them killed your own daughter, damn it? How? How do you justify that? There was so much chaos. We had to rebuild it. I had to rebuild it. I was alone. It was a mess. You should have been there. You should have been the one to clean it up, not me.
And yet, you did. While I can't say I'm proud of your every achievement, that one I can say you did a bang-up job there, son.
Oh, don't you call me your fucking son. Tell that to Not. You left him. Tell that to my sister. You left her to die. Tell that to the brother Salzair, who went through the same fucking trauma we did. Tell it all to the Celestials who have perished, who all of them have died and gone extinct because of you. Tell that to all of them. Why don't you? Why don't you come back and receive the words from all of them? Because I'm damn sure they would want to have some with a fuck like you.
Do not underestimate me, my boy. While I may not be here in corporeal, physical form, I can still hear every single word you are saying right now. And trust me, this is
The real me talking.
not just a voice in your mind trying to sway you to the other side. This is
Me.
Oh, yeah, sure. Take your intimidation tactics somewhere else, goddammit. I owe you nothing. I owe you no conversation. I owe you nothing. So you get out of here. You get me on the right path, right back to the Oververse, because I'm going to fix your problems, as I always do. You hear me? I'm going to save Not. I'm going to save Richard and Bruce and Christopher, because you can't man the fuck up and do it your goddamn self. You hear me? I am done here.
Then I suppose we all do have to carve out our own way. But in the end, as usual, it seems like you have taken the most foolish. Wait, Arthur, just hear us out. I got an explanation for this. The machine. Everything. I have an explanation for this, okay? Just listen, put your guns down, and we'll tell you. We don't mean any harm here.
Well then, how are me and my boys supposed to know that? I'll trust you this once. Put your guns down. Put them all down. Let's hear them out. But if you three do anything at all, causes me or my men alarm, I'll have them shoot. Okay, so we just got back from, as ridiculous as it sounds, another plane of existence. But we found this vial. It's, think of it like, what would that be called? A shattering potion? You pour this thing onto something and it disappears. It's dead. Kaput. But it only applies to negativity, the thing that we were researching with that machine. Okay? That's why we made that thing. That thing is created in order to capture a darker entity than you can even think of. And what's that then? What do you call something like that?
It is known as Naught, otherwise known the Negative, the code name that we placed upon it using our systems. With the knowledge that you have, Arthur, you read through the files on this machine. You read through them all. You found them. It doesn't matter how you found them, but you did. You know what the Negative can do.
Correction, lad. I know what you said it could do. Not what it actually does, or if it even exists in the first place. Something like that? An interdimensional being of high energy, high power, capable of destruction of worlds at a time? That doesn't even make sense.
Look, it doesn't make sense because you don't let it make sense. We've all read the stories. The archive, the above, the brothers Salzair, but that's the difference here. Those were stories. This is real. Everything you've read, everything you've heard about, with Odeon, Marcus, Caesius, all of that, it's true. It was written as a warning because the Negative is coming. We want to put an end to it.
Well, how do we know you don't just want to help it?
Blimey, talk about conversation rehash.
Would we be showing you this vial if we didn't? You can go ahead. You can be the one to throw it if you want to. But we are bringing the Negative not here. Because that's the only way we can end this once and for all.
As crazy as it sounds, Arthur, you know that we're being genuine. You know through our facial expression, you know through our tone and what we've brought to you now. You know that we are being truthful about this. This is serious. You know we're right. And my guess is that you don't want this place to burn as well. You don't want this planet to burn. You don't want your life to end. Your legacy to burn along with you. But through us, we can work together.
Sir, are you sure about this?
I've known you, Richard, for a long time. Nearly 30 years. We've been friends. Until the incident 5 years ago. I didn't trust you then, and I still don't trust you fully now. But yes, Christopher, you're right. I know that it's true. and I know that it's serious. So I suppose my men and I will do anything we can to help the cause, so long as none of us die in the middle of it. Do you three got that? Got a little girl at home. She needs her father. All right. Thank you, Arthur. Now, let's get this project moving.
It's been 2 days, gentlemen, and we're ready. I'm very, very nervous to do this.
Mrs. Scalatina has men set up on all walls to this facility, prepared to take down any stragglers of the Negative's forces when it comes. Anyone who goes through that portal, they'll be dead in a heartbeat.
All right. Then I suppose let's press that button. And see my brother. But before we do, I want to let you all know that your potential sacrifice is thanked. Any of us, potentially all of us, could die in this encounter. The Negative is more powerful than we likely believe it is. This has been a perilous venture for all of us. But now that we're on the cusp of claiming victory, this is a moment that we should have, just for a little while, before the chaos begins.
I'll say, Bruce, I gotta tell you something, man. At the beginning of this thing, I didn't fucking trust you. I didn't even like you. But now, I gotta say, you're like a brother to me, man. We've been through a lot these past few months. And while I still don't have too much of a fondness for you, I think we can call ourselves friends now.
Thanks, Richard. Is there anything else anyone would like to say before we begin? Oh, yes. Bruce, I didn't tell you, but a long while back, someone visited me. It was only for a brief moment, but he seemed familiar, like you. And he told you that... He told me to tell you that he's sorry for everything. What? Who? He said his name was Percy.
All right, gentlemen, we don't have enough time. Let's press this button and, I guess, be on our way to the end.
Okay, yeah. We can sort that out later.
Just a few more codes to input, and the Negative will be right on top of us.
It's been a pleasure working with you, both of you. But it will be much better when it is all said and done with.
All right. It's ready. Hey, Arthur. Is your team prepared?
Oh yeah, we're ready. Press that button and give that fucking cloud a bit of hell.
I
can't believe that we're finally doing this. It's you.
Oh, Brucius, why wouldn't it be me? I didn't want to believe it was true. I didn't want to believe it was you. You were supposed to be the most kind out of all of us. The one who took care of everything. But instead, look at you now. Holding the power of destruction incarnate in your hands.
Well then, I'll just have to make you believe.
Brucius, how nice it is to finally see you again.
Are you fucking shitting me? That's what he sounds like?
Richard Price, Christopher Walker, Arthur Scalatina, and Leonard Chapel. It's finally time I rid this universe of you pests.
Come on then. I faced you once before. I can do it again.
But what is a ruler without his lovely assistants?
New toys to play with. Devlin Dark. I knew you'd show up one day. I just didn't know when I'd meet your damn face. Oh, don't be so insulting. And now it's time for us to take over this world. Burn it all to the ground.
Hey, you bitch! Nova, was it? I got a little something for ya.
And what, pray tell, is a glass of blue liquid going to do to someone like me? What are you going to do? Splash it on me?
That's exactly the intent. You fucking idiot. Devlin, send them out.
Yes, indeed, mistress. No! What? Where are we? We're on the outskirts of the city. How did she...
Then we'll just have to take the fight to her.
No.
Bruce, I know what things look like right now, but we have plans. We have backup plans to our fucking backup plans, man. This ain't over. It can't be over because we aren't standing inside that tower with our heads high. We haven't beaten that bitch. This isn't over.
Richard is right. This isn't over until we say it's over. I know this seems awful, at the very least, but we can still—
You two don't get it! You don't get it at all! This is what happened before. In the archive. No matter what we tried to do, she would take us down. And with each attempt, she would kill another one of us until only Thorm and I were left. We couldn't stop her. No matter how hard we tried. No matter what we tried. This is the end. We can't win. It's all because of me. I brought you both into this. I made you leave your homes, your families, your city, to help me survive a suicide mission.
I know this looks like the end, but we've got hope, Bruce. We tried the negotiations route. Now, we take back the tower by force.
How can you be so optimistic?
I forced you into the face of death, both of you! And you're talking to me like I should be proud of that! Like it's something to be happy. How are you both of you, standing there with smiles on your faces, thinking we can do this? How?
Bruce, it's because you needed us. Listen here. What did you say to me when we first got into this thing?
What? I don't... What? I don't remember.
That if we were going to get this done, we needed heroes. Not cowards, not quitters, and certainly no whiners. Now, I don't know about you, but there's an entire city over there that's in desperate need of some heroes. So either you're with us, or you're out of here. So, Bruce Daylight, are you with us?
You sound intensely confident, Richard. What changed?
I don't know. I guess I just got a kinda second wind. Doesn't matter though, does it? What does matter, however, is how we get back to the tower.
Well, I don't necessarily mean to rain on the parade, Richard. How do we get back? The negative, along with Nova, has invaded the tower. It's not like we can just walk in and say, "Hey, can we come back in so we can destroy you somehow?" That just won't work. It's suicide.
Don't worry, I've sorta got a plan in mind. It's just not the most cost-effective of plans to ever exist.
I don't know whether to be afraid or proud of whatever the hell that means.
Hold on. Hey, Arthur, you and your men still alright?
Yeah, we were all sent to random places in the city. What the fuck happened up there, Rick?
I'll tell you everything. Right now, though, I need you to get all of your men, including yourself, down to the old warehouse on 78th. The one you and I used to work in there together. Bring all of them, every single person you have under your command.
Richard, why that? The only things left in that warehouse are the... Max. Richard Price, you're a mad fucking genius.
You got that right, you bastard. Now go. I'll meet you there in about 10 minutes.
Well, what do you need us to do then, Price? It seems like you're the man with the plan on this one.
I need you two as reconnaissance. Need you to both sneak into the tower and find out what the hell Nova is up to in all this. And if you can, keep her eyes off of the streets. Father and I are gonna do what we aim to do. We can't have her looking anywhere.
How are we supposed to distract her again? She is tied to a being who is destruction and rage incarnate. Please tell me you have better than just wing it.
No, Chris. I'm telling you, you need to just fucking wing it.
Should I have expected any different of a response?
If anyone knows me, Chris, you'd know that any other response would just not be my style.
Then I suppose, my friend, this is goodbye. At least for now. Until we get this entire plan in action.
Can we not do the whole goodbye thing? I hate goodbyes. I mean, hell, realistically, if you don't say goodbye, no one's ever really gone. They just not be here for a while.
I suppose it's a better time to ask than any. Richard, are you okay?
I'm trying to be, man. I've got a bad feeling that tonight is the last one the three of us will be underneath the same stars. So, let's kick that bitch's ass and prove me wrong, huh?
You got that right. Indeed. We'll meet with you and Arthur when you've enacted your plan. We'll see you soon.
Hey, Arthur, glad you can make it. You're a crazy man, Richard Price. Even for you, this plan is inspired. Not exactly the word I would use. No matter what either of us think of this plan, it's realistically the only one we've got. We just need to get your men inside of these mechs so we'll have enough firepower to assault the tower. Which one are we piloting? The Big Betty? The Big Betty? Richard, are you insane? No one man can pilot that thing. And that's why I've made the necessary modifications to do it. Now, 2 men can pilot the Betty. Reek, I take back everything I've ever said about you. Okay? You're not crazy. You're insane. Then it's probably a good thing I got married to someone else. You would have to have 2 crazy gay scientists under one roof. Well, if it's any consolation, you still would be a good partner. Yeah. Look, we can talk more when Intrader is saved and the sky is in blood red from negativity. Come on. Let's ride the Betty, make history, and save this fucking city.
It is time. We need not delay any longer, my lord.
No, we will wait. I will have my duel with Brucius. Only then will you have your key.
I beg your pardon?
Remember, dear child, I am the one who has given you the power of negativity. I am the reason your beloved is still alive.
I don't think you remember not what I have done for you. I am the only reason you exist in this reality in the first place. Without me, you would still be in the dead zone. Without me, the archive would still exist. And more importantly, without me, you wouldn't have a vessel to latch onto.
I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
The only understanding that we will come to is this. We will harvest the key right now before our plans can be put astray. Only then will you have your battle with Brucius. Do I make myself perfectly crystal clear?
Yes, Madam Rosaric. You will receive your key. Devlin, start the machine.
Yes, Master. Right away.
She can harm not? She is a lot stronger than I thought. But that potion Richard threw at her, I don't know how to explain it, but she's more on edge. She's slipping. If we can amplify that, we may have a weak point. We have a weak point, we can defeat her. She spoke about a key. What did she mean? There are 8 verse hubs, as they're known, spread across the Oververse. Not part of any multiverse, but at the same time, part of all of them at once. Legend has it that if you harvest enough of a single hub's life force, you receive a key. Get all 8 keys? The legends say you become the next above, the next god. And you said there are 8, yes? How many does she have? Only 1. It was placed inside the archive. The planets of the other 7 are Excelsior, Alvania, Requiem, Remnata, Triaxi, Kirishka, and Intrada. This planet is a verse hub? Why do you think I came here first? To warn you. This planet was on her next trajectory, but when I learned about your connection to the Guardian of Memories, to Samuel as I know him now,
I found out that you wouldn't just be able to save yourselves. You would be able to save all of reality, Chris.
And you couldn't have told us that from the start? We would have been a primary target of hers, no matter if you came to help us or not. What would have happened then? What if you didn't see us? What, would we just be fresh lambs to her slaughter?
Chris, this doesn't matter right now. What matters is that we might have an opening for her. We might have a chance to win this war and to get rid of her, and not permanently this time. It doesn't matter right now? What doesn't matter? The fact that myself, my wife, my unborn child, Richard, his husband, all of us could have died if you had made one simple mistake and not told us. What doesn't matter? Our lives? This is certainly something. Chris, you know I didn't mean it like that, man. We have an opportunity here. Those details, they wouldn't have helped. They wouldn't have helped either of us. The only reason I came here, though, is because of that. And look at us now. We are on the brink of solving a conflict that could have taken centuries if I hadn't have come here. Look at us now.
A conflict that should never have come to us. A conflict that only was brought into existence because you couldn't do your job.
Oh, don't you fucking go there.
You know what? This is so typical. I try to help people, and then they push me away. Do you know how many times this has happened? Walker, listen. I don't care what your feelings are against me. I don't care if you feel betrayed. I'm here to help you. And you know what? That's what I've done. The whole time I've been here, I've helped you. So you take your anger, you take all this shit somewhere else. Alright? We have a job to do. And if you want me to leave after this is all said and done, go ahead. Expel me from the city, from the whole fucking planet. I won't care. But we have a responsibility here. Whether you're ready to man up or not, it's up to you. Meanwhile, there is a woman in that room who is prepared to kill both of us if we don't try to stop her. Do you want to die protecting your city? Or do you want to die swallowed up in the negative?
I'm sorry. It's this entire situation, all of the stress, it's getting to me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I just don't know if any of us are going to get out of here alive. And I don't want any more lives to be torn apart by our conquest to make things right. And there's an entire city of people down there who could become victim to us, to both of us. I do have to ask, before we do this, what was it that you mentioned with Percy? You said you met him in a vision. Yes, I did. It was months ago. He said he would meet me before the end. Whatever the hell that means. And he said for me to apologize to you for everything he's done. Does that mean anything to you?
It means more than you think it does. But it's a lie.
After everything we experienced in the Underverse, I don't trust him.
mean, I haven't trusted him for a long time, but our encounters down there really made me think about where my loyalties lie.
If you don't mind me asking, who is he? He said he knew you, and I have a guess as to who it may be, but I wasn't sure. I didn't speak with him for very long.
The only relationship status I can bear to compare us to is runaway father and abandoned son. Who you spoke to that day was my father, the above. Taken a human form, I guess. I spoke to him too, down in the Underverse. That's who came in my vision. I haven't trusted him for a long time, but my encounter with him, that really made it clear that he's not to be trusted by me. Alright. So, how are we gonna do this?
Well, I believe the best way to handle this is to get to the machine. That machine is our ticket to potentially completely capturing Naught. It's the only device that has ever been made, according to Leonard, that can possibly do it.
Damn it. If only she hadn't sent out that EMP. Then we could talk to him, get this problem even more sorted out. But I guess we're on our own. I've got an idea. I can distract Nova.
Bruce, are you crazy? She has a bloodlust against you. She'll kill you if you even try.
Yeah, about that. You haven't seen the full scale of my power, Christopher. I've trusted you with a lot, but I don't think you realize just what I can do. I can hold my own against her, at least for a while. I don't know what her abilities are like now, but knowing that she can take on Naught with ease, it's a little bit disconcerting, but I can hold her for a while. You get to the machine, and you try to capture Naught. We already brought him down to the atmosphere, so if we can get him any further than that, that's a win. Got that? You with me on this thing?
I don't know about this, but it seems to be the only option we have.
It's time. Start the process.
Gladly.
Wait, what the hell is that noise?
I advise you to take a look outside, Madam Razaric. There seems to be resistance.
Resistance? Against my order? Richard Price. We need to get this thing moving. We need to start now!
Of course, mistress.
Oh, if you even think about pressing those keys down, I will fire.
Ugh, Christopher Walker and Bruce. I thought I got rid of you two.
You thought you did, but it turns out you didn't. Not for good, at least. It seems your underling spell needs some more work.
Shut it! We're about to mine a hole through the surface of this planet. You think you can stop us?
Compared to the strength of our beliefs, think is a pretty lousy word.
You're fools for thinking you can do this. My power surpasses both of yours by a landslide. Do you really want to do this?
You're giving us no other choice. What more can we do? You're about to take the life of a planet and all of those who live on top of it. There is no way where you are morally correct about this. You have no idea what the people have been through here. You have no idea what I have been through because of you. You tore apart the archive. You tore it apart like it was nothing. You killed everyone. And yet you still think you have the moral high ground on this.
You don't understand the lengths I've gone to. You don't understand what I'm protecting, what I'm working towards. You never cared. I have to save her. Her life is worth more than anything. I have to do this for her.
I understand that you're trying to save a life, Nova. I do, and I get it. Losing the people you love is the most painful thing anyone can go through. She was your wife, I get it. But this... taking over everything, destroying all of it. Who do you think you are? You don't have the right. You don't have the right to just choose one life over trillions. Over more than that, you don't have the right. It's not your decision. The lives of these people are their own. And you need to get that, please. I don't want to hurt more of my own. Because of negativity, I don't. But if you force my hand, I will.
I have to do this. Please. Let me do this for her.
Nova, listen. Bruce may not have someone like you do. But listen to me, because I do. My wife, Melina. I love her more than anything. We have a child soon to be born. If you do this, if you go about trying to accomplish what you have been, you will ruin that life. You will ruin that chance. That chance for things to be good. Tearing apart families. Tearing apart entire livelihoods, friendships. This entire city is built upon the foundation of people who love each other, who care for each other. And if you do this, you will ruin all of it. So allow me this. Allow me to say this. Don't do this. And maybe we can come to a solution. Maybe we can rise above this problem. Rise above the mistakes that were committed in the past. Try and figure this out together so that no more blood will be spilled, no more violence. No more lives will be destroyed from this conflict. Please. Trust in us. Because we know what it is like to lose the people we love. We know the desperation and we know the feeling. So please. You don't have to trust in Bruce, but please, trust me.
Even after everything I've done, even after all the lives I've destroyed, all the homes I've wrought to ruin, all of them, and you'd be willing to forgive me?
Yes! Don't you get that? You're not beyond it. You're not beyond peace. You're not beyond redemption. You're doing this for someone you care about. That alone deserves a chance. Please, Nova. Bruce, you too. I know we can figure all of this out. We need to. This can't end in blood and violence. It doesn't have to. It can't. Please. Both of you. This needs to be resolved. It has to be. What say you then? Are you willing to work with us? Because that's what I've wanted to do all along. I've wanted to help you. To help my brother. I've wanted to resolve this peacefully. I've never wanted to hurt either of you. I've never wanted to. And if we can do that, if we can resolve this peacefully, if we can find a cure for her, if we can put everything at peace, it would give me no greater pleasure, no greater satisfaction. I am willing to set aside everything for this, Nova. Because I believe that there is a chance. I believe that there's a chance for everybody. I believe that there's a chance for you. And I believe there's a chance for you too, Nod, if you're listening. There's a chance for everyone, no matter what harms have been committed, what wrongs have been committed, the lives that have been lost. Yes, they've been lost, and we will have to work through that. But you aren't past redemption. Both of you are more worth it to me than anything to try and get this done. Nothing you've done is beyond forgiveness. Please.
I've been doing this so long, for so many years. I never thought it would be possible to be forgiven. So many lives, so many worlds. I've destroyed all of them. I can be forgiven by you. But is there truly forgiveness for me? After everything I've done, is there really forgiveness? Am I able to see past everything I've done, even if you are? Those lives, that blood, it's on my hands. I can never take that back. I can never take back that decision. I don't know if it's right. I don't know what's right anymore. I don't know. I want to see her again. I want to be with her again.
Listen. The ambition, the desperation. I know what it's like. It's what I've been doing the past months of my life. Fueled by the desire to save those I care for. To keep their life by my side. And you've committed wrongs. You have. But it's not beyond kindness, beyond forgiveness. Nova, I understand what it is to lose someone.
my daughter. I don't talk about her very often, and I haven't spoken to her in 18 years. I mistreated her. I did everything wrong. And when she left, I made a promise to myself to make sure that that decision would never be laid down on another. I would make up for my past. I would make up for that mistake. Sarah may be gone, but I'm not beyond forgiveness for the mistakes that I have made. Just take my hand, and this can be resolved. I'm begging you. Please, help us make this work, and you will never have to pray for your beloved safety again, because you will always have it.
Then I suppose it's time for us to start again. Thank you, Christopher, Bruce. Let us accomplish this together.
No.
I told you I'd get you back for that. I told you I would. You've ruined everything here. So I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this right here and now.
Richard, you just shot her in the head. You're asking us what we've done? We were about to make a deal with her. We were about to end this. We were about to stop everything that's happening here. We were about to save the city, and you just ruined that chance. You have ruined this.
I just saved all of your asses. You should be thanking me.
I can't believe this.
Can't believe what, Bruce? That I actually have the balls to do something? That I actually have the guts to do what's right? That I actually have the gall to end our enemy? What? What can't you believe about me doing that? What was out of character for me?
The fact that you had no idea what you were walking into. We were in the middle of a peace meeting. We were about to save the city. We were about to convince her not to stop. And you just killed her. You've killed our only chance at winning this. This is now an impossible battle. We can't do anything now. Can't you see that?
The only thing I can see is that Naught is nowhere in the room and Nova is sitting there dead. That's the only thing that I can see. We have won.
Wait. Naught. Where is he?
You thought you could destroy my vessel and get away with it. You thought you could make peace and forget about the reason why all of this is happening in the first place. You forgot about me.
Fuck.
You think I would just stand for peace? You think I would just stand to make things right? Well, no, you're wrong. I only desire to see all of you corrupted, all of you destroyed, and you, Bruce, under my torture and command for all of history to come. Everything will fall, and it's your fault.
Well, what the hell are you supposed to do without a vessel, huh? You're up there, a little cloud in the sky. What the hell are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Smite me?
As a matter of fact, what I have in plan for you is much worse. You destroyed my vessel. I will revive her in time, however. I will send you out of this existence to somewhere very, very unpleasant.
What the... Chris! Bruce!
Richard! Richard, no!
Not! This wasn't about him! What have you done? Bring it back!
And to you, Christopher Walker, you really thought that you could convince Nova? For peace? For tranquility? No. I think I'm going to offer you a different solution.
And I can offer it to you too, Not. I don't believe anybody here is beyond saving. I think this can all be resolved if we just try to.
No! I will not stop until this oververse is rid of everything. Everyone deserves to die. My father made that very clear to me a long time ago, so it will be done. And I'll start with you.
Chris, no. Not. You can't do this again. I won't let you.
Then do something about it, why don't you? Come on. Let us have our duel as we once prophesized. So many years it's been. Do you still have the strength to do it?
I don't care. I don't care anymore about our duel. I don't care about the past. I don't care about your mistakes. I want you back as my brother, as my family. All of us back together again. I know it can be done. I don't care about this feud anymore. I don't care about what Father did. I just care about you. I care about what needs to be done here and now. I don't care about your little feud with us, about your little tantrum anymore. I don't care.
Then I will strike you down here and now. Brother, if you don't care, then prove it. If you don't care, then you won't fight back. And with all the power of negativity, I strike you down.
Stay! Bruce. Chris. Oh my god. I don't know what I can do here. I can at least pull it out. I can at least pull it out. Bruce? I'm sorry, Christopher. But he's only gonna be held for a couple more seconds. I have to leave this time. Bruce, no. No. You don't have to. You don't have to do this. We can send him away. We have the power to do it with the machine. No. There has to be a better way to resolve this. You can't do this. Christopher, you listen to me. You listen to me, man. I have to. I can't risk this world. I can't risk you. Richard's already gone. Everything's gone so wrong. I brought this upon all of you. I have to make the sacrifice. I have to duel my brother. This needs to be done. You can't leave. There's so much more. You send them away. And then we can find a way to bring Richard back. To make it all right again. Please. You can't do this. You've been inflicted with negativity. I can't risk that. I have to send Nod away, along with myself. You can't come into contact with anybody else. I can't risk it spreading. Not again. I have to leave, or else everything I have worked for thousands of years is destroyed. I'm sorry, Christopher, but this is the way it needs to be done. This is the way it has to go. I don't want to do this, but I have to. Then don't. We can find another way. We need to. I don't want to lose you both. I can't do it. I refuse. I can't lose the both of you. You're my best friends! I know. And that's why this is going to hurt so much. Don't! No, Bruce. Richard. Bruce. No. They're gone. No. It's been 10 years since the battle. Since the negative. And I've grown tired. I've Grown weary, my mind filled with things that I can't bear to think about any longer. What do I do?
What have you been doing in that time to keep your mind occupied, per se?
Raising Jack. I've invested our money in case my death causes a fallout. One of the companies, unfortunately, went into bankruptcy. Edward, his name was Edward Michaels, one of the stockholders. His family went under, and I wish I could help him. I wish I could help all of them. But I can't. At this point, I can't even help myself. I wish I could be with them longer. You understand, right?
I know exactly what it is like, Mr. Walker, to lose time with those you love, either from obligation or from mistakes. I know what you're going through, and I can empathize.
Am I going crazy? Am I going insane? I just want this to end.
You are, yes. You've gone mad. Your mind is failing and your heart will follow in the coming months. But realistically, Mr. Walker, what is madness but the sensitive side of sanity? What makes you and your failing mind so different from anyone else?
Everyone else.
You've carried a large burden, Mr. Walker, for a long time. You don't have to any longer.
But I'm the only one who can. I don't want to force it on anyone else. Melina, Jack. And Richard's gone, and Bruce, I don't even know where he went. They're all gone. And there's no one I can turn to. No one but you, as fate would have it. Christopher, you've carried this burden long enough. You need not carry it any longer. The events that have transpired, as it pains me to admit, you can move on. Now that everything is set on a course, on the correct course, history taking its shared path, you don't have to. You don't need to live with the pain any longer. In fact, you don't have to live at all. Are you saying that they're all better off without me then? At this point, what more can you do? Your body is refusing you. Your mind and heart are collapsing. Every single piece of you is refusing to cooperate with what you want it to do. Well, I don't say that ending your own life is favorable. Well, it's not a good way to go. At this point, Christopher, it would be the best way to go. Then I suppose I must thank you, Percy, for seeing me one last time. Will they be all right? Yes. Jack will grow into an upstanding young man. Become the leader of this place, this city. Become greater than you ever were. And Melina, yes, she will be all right. She will mourn. She may even delve into habits you may not appreciate. But if anything, she will protect her son. Thank you, Percy, so very much for seeing me this one last time. In this reality, there is but one truth. An ending is never proud. An ending is never sufficient. An ending will never be enough for people. Endings are hard. That's the long and the short of it. Endings are the hardest of projects. I don't want this story to end. I really don't. But if that is the direction that this story must take, then an ending we must have. I know what happens next. I know the consequences of what is coming. I know what will happen. I know all of it. I will not be the above as I once was. I will not be the ruler that I used to be. We all really do have to carve out our own way. But the way I carved in the past was not a righteous one. It was unfair, unwise, and unrealistic. So yes, we do have to carve out our own way. But the one that I have carved is not the one where I will stop. I will write a new chapter in this story, and I will see it fulfilled.